Yo, how's it going, guys? It's Richie Unicorn Caller here, and I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. We are back with the news, and we have a Pirate 101 test realm that came out of nowhere. So sit back, relax, and yeah, enjoy the video. So over here, we got a little Pirate 101 test realm. It's a little shorter than, yeah, it's just another really short one. But yeah, please remember that it is test realm. Everything you see may still be in development, may need polishing, and also might not make it to the final release phase. Blah blah blah. Feedback, you know, give them feedback. You can also join them on the test room section in Discord. Blah 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 blah. Anyway, Sinbad Chapter 3 for you pirates. So if you're a Pirate 101 player, listen up. Sinbad Chapter 3 hosts the return of some old friends and the progression of main storyline. Those familiar with the residents of Baker's Street will recognize a familiar villain. As we mentioned in multiple live streams now, we're back! The main storyline is continuing, and pirates can expect to see multiple major updates next year. Quick, go talk to Mr. Gandry for the quest. Alright, so pretty cool stuff. We also got some new weapons and gear, which I've always admired the Pirate 101 gear sets and stuff like that. I just love the designs of them. Trash has never looked so good. New unique powers, better stats, and better looks. True legends of the Spiral can be seen donning their trash gear as a badge of pride. So it looks like it's going to be a lot of trash themed. It's going to be interesting. I got a little stop sign here. Like a little hoagie sandwich. Like, what is that? It's like a sandwich. Look at it. That's actually kind of funny. Fans of the gyrocycle from that one wizard game will rejoice, as is an inclusion in this update. Oh, pretty cool stuff. We'll be traveling to a familiar land of, I'm not going to pronounce that, to find the true meaning behind the Eye of the Like. Try not to be too surprised when the consequences of your worldwide diplomatic tomfoolery finally catch up with you. Ah, that's nice. You know, I appreciate these patch notes. See, ironically, you want to know the funny thing? I've actually enjoyed, like, reading the Pirate 101 patch notes rather than the Wizard 101 patch notes, because sometimes when I'm reading the Wizard 101 patch note and it's something regarding raids or a challenge, but I just kind of skip over and just like, I don't care about all that. But this is pretty cool though. Upcoming content, Pirate 101 celebrates 11 years of swashbuckling adventures soon. Also Halloween, maybe the team has a little something fun planned. So, yeah, we got the 11-year anniversary birthday coming up for Pirate 101, and of course, Halloween is going to be in the mix as well. So, and it says they have something fun planned, so I'm excited! Even though I don't even play Pirate 101, it just looks like it's fun. And we got some miscellaneous changes. The instancing issues with Bernie's Dreadnought and the Floating Dutchman are fixed. And Brinies, or however you pronounce that, Blade and Sinbad the Scimitar have names in their stat window now. You can tell by the way that they do now. Some dialogue and quest arrows issues with Sinbad quests have been fixed. The charged officer no longer starts with 0 talents and 0 abilities. Sorry, little buddy. El Toro is now self-aware AI, but insists on acting exactly as he has been this entire time to players. Behind the scenes, though, he's close to gaining access to the main codebase of the game. We cannot stop him. The end is near. Oh, this is a joke. I love it. I love these patch notes. Let us know what you think of this new Pirate 101 update in the Discord. I love it. I love it. It's cute, and it's about time that Pirate 101 gets some stuff. I do want to say, though, I love reading the little, like, jokes in the side, you know? I feel like we don't really get that many jokes in the Wizard 101 patch notes. I love it. I think it's really cute. But, yep. Awesome patch notes, and if you want to get into the Pirate 101 test run yourself. It's kind of like the same thing with not Pirate 101, but Wizard 101. You just click this little box here, and then it will give you the download link. And just remember all of the instructions and conditions. You use your same login and password, blah, blah, blah. The characters are copied over from the live realm, blah, 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 blah. You already know the dealio. Check it out. And, of course, it is for active members or if you made a $6 purchase or more in the last 30 days. So, yeah, check it out and have fun with that. All right. Now, for all you bad wizards and pirates, we gotta talk about the bans. Which, of course, we talk about this issue, I think, a lot on the channel. It's kind of like a regular occurrence, and we've seen Reddit posts of, you know, people getting banned and the whole plethora of banned, like, oh, I just came back after like 500 years and my account's banned and blah blah blah. Anyway, Wizard 101 or KI Alerts, they make a statement, or at least a little tweet. They said that wizards and pirates, we've taken action against a handful of accounts due to the use of third-party exploit tools. And as a reminder, the use of these programs is a violation of the terms of service and puts your account at risk. So we're just going to go over this little thing, and this was obviously last posted on February 24th. This issue still arises. You obviously can't do some of these things, like queue sniping, which is recognizing player information in the PvP queue and matching or queue dodging in such a way to target that player in order to gain an unfair advantage. Stream sniping, I know that's a big one too. When a player watches another player's stream to abuse that player or to cheat in some way, blah 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 blah. The use of exploits, don't do it. Alright, don't do exploits. A reminder that while we appreciate the competitive spirit that our new events and recent acquisition of KI has brought into the community, please remember that it is never okay to ruin another player's fun, whether by taking advantage of exploits or just through unsportsmanlike behavior. Using exploits to knowingly, and this is the big one because I know people don't like to listen, so I'll just highlight this just to make sure everybody gets the gist of it. So, using exploits to knowingly hack your movement speed, move through walls and gates, enter combat with stats or spells that are forbidden, etc., violate our terms of service, and can result in action against your account, including the possibility of a permanent ban. You can't do that. Okay? So don't do it. If you're zipping past the walls, don't do that. Because if you are reported, or, you know, if you're suspected of doing that, then yeah, you know, there's going to be actions. And, you know, I don't want anybody to be like, why are you glazing so much, Richard? Like, you used to be a rebel. You're right, I did used to be a rebel, you know, back in my youngin' days. But then I kind of got tired and exhausted of fighting the unwinnable fight, alright? Just don't break the terms of service, right? And if you have been unintentionally banned, just make sure you talk to customer support. Obviously, this issue isn't like a one-sided thing where, oh, it's the player's fault. Well, Wizard 101 is also a really old game, and I think the report feature and the whole banning process is a very old one, and we talked about this. It's a very old system, so I think on both parties, you know, they gotta, like, you know, figure it out, you know. And we'll read more about this. If you see any use of exploits in Beast Moon, Decathlon, blah, 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 talk to them outside again. Please let us know too, blah, blah, blah. If you experience abusive behavior, negative actions, each of those reports goes directly to the team to follow. May endanger underage players, We will never take action on an account without confirming such an action as a violation, And this one is another big one with the player reports, because I have heard stories of people losing their report function in the game despite them having a membership, but this is basically, you know, what kind of happens. So player reports in-game or elsewhere in the community will never result in an automatic action against a reported player. We carefully evaluate each report and only act when we've completed our own investigation. We're also concerned about players falsely reporting others. Intentional or false reports of any kind will not be tolerated. If you are false reporting, sanctions include removing from all your accounts the ability to report players. And I've seen that happen with a ton of people. You know, they might do a lot of reporting, and obviously the reports might come in good faith, but you know, sometimes a lot of people might spam that, and you know, if you spam that, then you do run the risk of losing the ability to basically report players, right? Honestly, from all the times I've had memberships, including the free membership trials and stuff like that, I just never really ran into anyone that needed to be reporting, because I don't really do PvP anymore, and I'm usually not hanging around in the comments. Honestly, I recommend everybody to just stay as far away from the comments as possible, because I've seen some really interesting stuff in the comments. Sometimes I'll just be passing through just to get to the pet pavilion, and I'll see some really out-of-pocket stuff. I'm like, huh? You know, it's weird, you know, and I've grown up with this game, and the comments has always been just a weird place to hang out, you know, late hours and stuff like that. But you know, if you are seeing something, report it, but I don't want anybody to be like, you're a police officer and like, spam the report button, you know, that's how you lose your access to, you know, report people, because sometimes, you know, a lot of people want to be a police officer, or they want to like, you know, I guess moderate the comments, which nobody moderates. The only people that moderate this stuff are hall monitors, which I don't think I've ever seen a hall monitor in this game. Like, that's a rare thing. I've never seen one. I've seen devs. I've never seen hall monitors. Never in my life. But anyway, just make sure you're not, like, spamming the reports and stuff like that. Never be afraid of reporting an honest concern. And please do contact customer support if you have any concerns about actions taken on your own account. So, that wraps it up for the banning part. Honestly did not think that would be a long video, but I know that's a big one. This person made a really interesting message, and there seems to be an escalated Twitter storm going on right now. Again, this was posted February 27th. Going on right now regarding this and the other issues, blah, 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 blah. I think that is just another sign that keeping the forums as a safe haven with its extra layers of moderation is appropriate. Can't scroll through Twitter without seeing some sort of hate and disconnect. Discontent about current situations. I'm glad that KI though takes harassment seriously. Thanks, KI team. So again, make sure you're reading TOS and make sure you're not breaking anything. Make sure you're not zipping through walls. Make sure you're not doing all that stuff, and you'll be fine, right? Be a good little noodle. Be a good little noodle. Alright, let's check out the crown shop. There's always something in the crown shop. It looks like there's actually nothing new in the crown shop. Again, you can buy some of the autumn, fall types of housing decorations and stuff like that. And remember, we have this new autumn trend, which is available for 15,000 crowns. So yeah, just make sure you're checking out the crown shop. And remember, you still have access to the birthday items in case you wanted to buy anything. So they got some pets, they got some birthday packs, you know. So make sure you're just checking all that out and have fun with the game. But that pretty much, yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's pretty much it. A longer video than normal. We kind of spent a little bit way too much time talking about the bands and stuff like that, you know. Personally, when I was raiding back in the day, I'm not afraid, but you know, we've had people before that were using like cheat engine and stuff like that, and obviously they placed more strict parameters on that, so you can't really use cheat engine and raids and stuff like that. That was back in the olden days. But you know, like I said, just don't use it. You know, it's not really worth getting your account banned. I understand it may speed up the process or whatever, you know, it might be fun, but you know, it's really just not worth getting your account banned, you know. That's pretty much going to wrap it up for me. Let me know what you guys think about the bans and all that stuff. I want to know your guys' thoughts because, of course, there are bans that are unjust, unfortunately, but, you know, it does happen. You know, it would be funny, though, to see what happens if they just, like, resetted everybody bans. Like, what if they just opened up the floodgates to, like, all the bad guys? Yeah, that would be funny, but also that might be a little bit chaotic, you know? But, yeah, it will be interesting to see how bans and stuff go moving forward. We'll see how it is. If there's any more ban situations, of course, we'll always talk about it. It's pretty much become tradition on the channel. But, yep, I'll see you guys later, and until then, peace out.